Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you all. Welcome to our YouTube live. I'm Val from Kenya, and I'm here with my Queen Debbie as usual. Queen Debbie, you want to introduce yourself before we start?
Alright. Hello, community. How are we doing? Nice to be here again on a beautiful Wednesday. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm Queen Debbie from Zimbabwe. I'm back again with my beautiful queen. So yeah, stay
Thank you
tuned.
so much, Queen. Thank you for that intro. Thank you so much. So today's topic is a must watch. As you can see down there, starting strong in crypto, especially if you're new to crypto or restarting your journey. You know, there's some people who came in and they've just been staying on the sidelines, probably because they were scammed or they're afraid. Because you see, crypto is not a child's play. Yeah. So if so we just want to go through with you something that we would do if we were starting crypto, especially this year. So here's exactly what Queen Debbie and myself would do first, because let's just be real. Crypto is no longer a maybe; it's a must. You know, like we normally say here every day, the crypto industry is evolving, the blockchain industry is evolving. So it's the future, so you really have to embrace yourself right now. So that makes it a must thing to do, right? But where do you begin, especially with all the noise? Back to you, my queen.
Absolutely, my queen. Whether you're a newbie or you've been there for long or you are just there as sideline, you are going to break it down for you so that you have clarity what and steps to go through and steps to take theories. These are steps, not theories, right? So we are going to help you to have strategies how you are going to get started from zero in this 2025 book run. You get your pen and the paper or your diary, wherever you want to write your notes, and stay tuned. Let's dive into this amazing session. So we're going to start with the first segment. The first segment is going to tackle about education, not emotions, right? So as you know, I'm Debbie. So I'm going to dive in. The first thing is that I would do myself before getting into this crypto, if I was a newbie or just like now. Okay, we're going to go right into it. What would you do if you are going to jump in today as a newbie? Because you know what, many people get into cryptocurrency because of FOMO, because of hype, because of a friend who just told them a certain token has gone up. At the end of the day, we just jump with emotions of what? Making money. Just you just come in just because you heard your friend has made money, or you heard your friend is make money with a certain token, and you're jumping in without the knowledge of what are you doing. Do you have the knowledge that you need to jump in into cryptocurrency before anything happened? All right. So it's not about your friend who told you. It's about you being educated, right? So that you're not going to be panicking when you buy, or not going to be panicking when there is FOMO. You're not going to be panicking when there is fear. You're not going to be panicking when there is greed in the market. So at the end of the day, we are not going to be emotionally driven because of loss of money or lack of education. At the end of the day, we say education is the foundation of everything. When it comes to cryptocurrency, you need to be educated. So we are here to break it down, to give you education. All right. What do you need to do when you are a newbie or when you are not yet well versed with the crypto industry? Here we're going to be focusing first on the first 7 days that you're in. What do you need to understand? Firstly, you need to understand what is blockchain. In simple terms, it is a secure ledger or a virtual asset that you might have on your devices. This is totally different different from the assets that we already have or asset that we already know. It's a totally different thing. So it's a secure ledger, also a virtual what? A virtual asset that you can on your digital wallet, on your digital phone is a digital wallet, right? So learn the difference between what is a token, what is a token and what is a coin. You need to all learn this. What is a token? What is a coin? You need to get to know all this. Get familiar with the basic things, the basic concept, just like how do you open a wallet, what is a wallet, there are how many types of wallet do we have. We have a code wallet, we have a hot wallet. These are types of what of wallets that we have. We also have the terms of gas fees. Gas fees are found when you're transacting, right? These are like if you have people who have targets. I don't know if other countries we have. In our country, we have targets. I always say, if you are using a road from maybe from Blois to Harare, we have 4 targets. So each time you pass through a target, you leave money there. Even if you want to go back, you leave money also there. So same applies when it comes to gas fees. Gas fees are just like targets, the targets of what of cryptocurrency. Whatever you do, any transaction that you do, coming in or coming out, you are leaving a certain amount of money. These are not linked with the token that you have bought, but it is a chain or a network that is under that token. So for instance, we are under Ethereum network, we use Ethereum. So we are going to talk about staking. You need to understand what is staking. You need to understand about liquidity. You need to understand what is tokenomics, right? These are things that you need to understand before you go any further into cryptocurrency or before you go any further when it comes to Buran ecosystem. You need to understand these terms. Now, you don't need to become a developer, no. You just need to understand or to get to be educated, and you get to ask questions when you don't understand. Some people will be very afraid to ask questions, which is not good. When you don't ask questions, you don't learn. We always talk about this with Queen Val, Queen I, and Queen Val. We always talk about it. Do not be afraid of asking questions, because through asking questions, you learn. And through learning, what is happening now? Somebody is also learning through your question. You might be sitting on a question that can help a friend who is also watching right now. So learn to ask questions. Learn to ask yourself, are you able to explain the Buran ecosystem to a 12-year-old child? If not, which means you need to keep on learning. You need to keep learning. So follow the trusted educators. We have Queen Val, we have our Dev Steve, we have our Queen Mother Awino, we have people in our ecosystem that can help us to understand about the ecosystem. Watch the YouTube sessions, watch the Twitter sessions, watch these sessions that you're doing, come on Zoom, get educated, watch the explainers explaining to you how it goes, right? We always urge you to be those ones who always have questions to ask. Once you have questions to ask, at the end of the day, what happened? You have education, right? You will not be just scammed anyhow. You know how to move. You move smart. You will not be scammed, because why? You understand the ecosystem fully. You fully understand. Now you know very clearly what are you doing. You know what you are doing, right? If you know about Buran ecosystem, when it started, what is it all about? What is it all about when it comes to staking platform? Growth that has been there already for the past 3 years now. You understand. You will not be scammed. Someone will not come here and tell you you need to receive 100 tokens so that your tokens will be safe in your staking platform. They are there. They are saying that. And people are falling into victim. Why? Because they don't understand our staking platform. How does it work? They don't understand. They don't understand the tokenomics. What is it all about? They don't understand about gas fees. All these things you need to learn them so that you're not what? You're not going to be scammed. Because if you don't understand your ecosystem, someone will bring you something similar to your ecosystem. At the end of the day, they'll scam you. And when they scam you, you will come back here crying. Yet we are here to teach you what to do, what happens, right? So you need to learn how to stay mentally stable when it comes to all this financial education. Prepare your mind, actually. Be stable, prepare your mind, get yourself prepared, learn. And once you learn, I always say an educated person cannot be taken advantage just like that. You can't be taken advantage, yet you know what is it all about, right? Someone cannot lie to you. You need to use you need to use a bus to go to England, yet you can't just go to England with a bus, right? So all those things, they will help you to understand what is it all about, your ecosystem. So back to you, my queen.
Thank you so much, Queen Devi. You really said it well. In everything you do, no matter what industry you're getting into, no matter what investment journey you're taking, you have to know your facts. You have to be educated. And even better yet, sometimes you might not have the time to learn fast, because by the time you finish learning and getting to know everything, the price will have gone up and you'll have been left you will have missed. It's not actually missing, but sometimes, let's say for example, you get into crypto today and BRL is at the price it's at currently, and you're like, I won't invest until I get to know what it is. Still good, right? But sometimes you really have to take the chances. I've seen people who came in, they didn't know what it was, but they just bought. And thank God, in our ecosystem, we have educational sessions almost every other day. I think the only day we don't have sessions is once in a week. That's on Tuesday only.
Tuesday.
So they got their tokens and they have been learning. So it's something that getting to know in the process. So it's also good. It's also good to do that, especially when you get a gem like BRL. You don't want to waste your time. So some people, they will just buy and they keep on learning, because once you put your money inside, you really have to now feed your curiosity. You have to know. You have to educate yourself and empower yourself with knowledge. Thank you for that, my queen. Education is everything. It's everything. So moving on to the next, we're going to talk about utilities. Sometimes you have to let me say, you have to pick utility over hype. You know, because once you've got the basic understanding, here's what you have to do next. So you have to choose an asset that solve real problems, because if we are being very honest, most people lose money in crypto because they chase hypes. We've been hearing these stories on YouTube, on X every other day. Oh man, we've been rug pulled. Oh, it's because you're chasing every green candle you see. Everything, you come to Twitter and you hear people saying, oh, let's buy token Z is going up. Before you even know what it's about, you've already put in your money. Yesterday we were having a talk with my sister, and you were just talking about how people are so I can't say blind, but people are so like they're really in a hurry to get money, because for example, today you don't know about bull run token, and then you'll just go, you hear us here talking about bull run, but before you even do your own research, you've already gone to Dex tools and you've typed bull run, and the first one that appears there is what you're going to buy, because you'll definitely see it having a very big green candle. So you'll just buy it without even knowing which BRL to buy. There are a lot of bull runs. There are a lot of survivor tokens. Like with every good token, there's always can I say imposter or a duplicate of it. So before you really do something, anything, just like when Debbie was saying, you really have to get your facts right. Yeah, and just don't follow any other hype, because that is how even you're going to lose it all. You might think that you are preparing for the bull cycle, but yet you're only setting yourself up for failure. Why? Because you're not paying attention to the coins you're getting, you know. So we have meme coins, we have coins with no utility, coin, a coin someone shield in a Telegram group, maybe you just went on Twitter and you saw a post and it had a lot of likes, a lot of comments, and you're like, yeah, this is it, before you even do your own research. But real wealth comes from holding tokens that are backed by real utility. For example, let's start. The first thing is a real ecosystem. Sorry about that. So the very first thing that you want to look at is a coin that has a real ecosystem. What do I mean by a real ecosystem? A real ecosystem is it consists of a community. They have got social handles. There's some tokens where you go to dex tools, because that is where everything is. It's like the market where you can go and pick and get to know. you know so you click on the website that is there, it has nothing. You click on Twitter, it has nothing. It was locked, I don't know from when. You click on maybe they have like maybe YouTube links, there is nothing. So you really have to, something that you are investing in has to have a real ecosystem. The second thing, it really has to have like a real rewards, not just empty promises. Yesterday, Queen Debbie, I was talking to somebody here on Zoom, and she was asking me, oh, why don't I don't see any roadmaps for on the Buran.life ecosystem. I don't see. So I asked her, do you know what a roadmap is? Because at this point, roadmap is something that is meant to happen like in the future. For example, Queen Debbie, if we launch a project with you today, not necessarily crypto, but we have like a vision, like in maybe 2 months we want to have like a good house with good cabros. In 6 months we want to have a big car, or the things that we want to do in the future. That is, in simple terms, that is how I understand. That's what a roadmap is, something that that is meant to happen in the future. So for example, if BRL was to have a roadmap, let's say BRL is launched today, it doesn't have a staking platform, the liquidity is not locked, and you know, um, the banning mechanism is not yet in place. So the roadmap would say, in 2 years, we're looking to have a staking platform. In 6 months, the liquidity will be locked for such and such a time. In 3 months, the banning mechanism will be instilled. Such things. But for BRL, we don't have a roadmap. Instead, we have a fact check. Why? Because Bullrun token was launched a complete project. So if a project is complete, it doesn't need to have a roadmap, because Bullrun is solving the liquidity challenge, the volume challenges. It's sustainable. So these are things that you really have to look at. Is the token you're invested in, is it giving you real rewards, not just empty promises? They're not just people saying, okay, in 5 years we are going to have a staking platform that will be rewarding people in USDC. It has to be there by the time you are investing. Another thing, it has to have a community that isn't just about pumping but about purpose. you know um, there's a very thin line. There's a very thin line between community members and people who are hyping, because community members are people who are focused on building a project from like the foundation up, like they are there for the long term, right? And people who just hype, the people who just want the token to grow so that they can so the money that they had put can multiply, so they can remove it. And no offense, but these influencers, this is what they do. The influencers on Twitter, because I mean, they don't even know what the project does. So for them, they'll only care about the, because if first thing that they're normally paid with are free tokens. So when they tell you they're going to be shilling your token, that is what they'll be doing. They'll be shilling it for the period that you agreed, or the period that you paid them for people to come and buy the tokens, and then their free
They
tokens
dump.
will have gained value. Yeah, and then they sell, and then they don't want even to know if the exercise was productive, if you got people. They won't they have no business in knowing that. So that is what they do. So if I was starting crypto again today, I'd immediately look for a token like BRL, bull run token, one that pays you to hold through staking rewards. Because you see, right now, our staking rewards are not in there yet, right? We all know right now it's because of volume. So by the time when that time comes, you will have understood why, you'll have an understanding of what the token is all about, of the challenges that it's solving, not just buying a token because I just wanted to go from wherever it is to up there. Because mostly if you normally get into a project with such mentalities, you don't even get to become rich because of course all our aim here is to become rich. I mean, we are not here for sure, or not, how can I call it? We're not just here to pass time. We are here to make life-changing money, and life-changing money doesn't just come overnight. You have to go through the process properly. So so you really have to check all these three things, right? So think about that. You're going to be earning a stable coin without selling your assets. That is something that is even out of the world, because it's like you're being paid just for having your BRL tokens. You're getting paid. And apart from the payment that you get, the USDC rewards, your tokens value, they're also increasing. So it's like you're getting value two times, right? So here's like our checklist for choosing a token, Queen Debbie and myself. So you have to look at it this way. Is there a utility? Is there actually a utility? Does it power up to something real, like a platform staking? Does it have this, all this thing? Have you interacted? Because you see, all of us, before we even start thinking of the USDC rewards, you have to stake your tokens, right? And you do these things alone. So when you're staking your token, is it something that is like a good user interface? Is it something that you can go through alone? you know Another thing, does it reward me without selling? Because like we normally say, gone are the days when we just used to accumulate tokens because we can, right? What is this token doing for me the time I'm holding it? Is it giving me an income some sort of way, like what we are having, passive income? Like, is it paying you? Just ask yourself that, right? Another thing, is there a long-term plan or just hype? How will you know there's a long-term plan? These are things you can check through the security measures that have been put in place. Like for us, we have BRL has the three contracts that have been audited. And also the liquidity, is the liquidity locked? Not just locked, is it locked for a reasonable period of time, not 2 months, not 2 years? Because to be honest, before you know it, 2 years will have gone, and by the time you go back to check there, you find the liquidity empty. Now what do you do? Because you are told the project is locked. Ask yourself, or somebody is telling you, how for what period of time? Survivor and killer whale, we can all agree that survivor and killer whale's liquidity have been locked forever, because are you gonna be here in 100 years? In 100 years, so a bull run, it's been locked for 10 years, and it is something that is going to be there, like concurrently, you know so these are some of the ways that you can look at the USDC rewards. Is something once it starts, it will be going on forever, so long as they are active. There is good volume. It's something that is going to be there so long as there is buying of BRL tokens. Once it starts, that is it. So you have to check if there's a long-term plan. Another way you can know is through the banning mechanism. Because if somebody, why would a developer bother in putting a banning mechanism in place if he knows that he's only going to be around for 2-3 years? Because banning mechanism, for as far as BRL, it removes tokens in supply from no, from the circulating supply with every buy and sell. Whenever there is a buy, let's just say every transaction, tokens are being banned. Banning means they are removed from the total supply. So if you go to the website, if you check the dashboard, you'll be able to see how many tokens are left in supply, or even on Dexus, and you can also see how many tokens are banned and the percentage. So these are some of sorry this is one of the these are some of the ways that you can check if a project is there for a long-term plan. So that is actually, if you'd ask me, the reason I'm really shilling BRL is because it ticks all these three. It has a long-term plan, because as a matter of fact, I've given you examples to look at with the BRL. It takes all these three. When you're starting, don't chase value, because we can all agree. Last time we spoke and said it doesn't matter how fast how like who comes in fast. All the thing that matters is what you're coming in with. It doesn't matter like when you buy, but all that matters is what you are buying. Because if you're gonna be chasing hypes, it means you're going to be buying every every you know every other token that is launched. If you hear, oh, there's another token launched today, you're running that direction. If you hear another one this side, you're running this side. So, and that is a sign of somebody who is not focused. Because if you're a focused investor, you just put your head in one place and you focus on that token that you are investing. But if you keep on throwing your money, you might even end up losing it. Like I said last time, in my in my country, we say, if you want everything, you're gonna lose everything. We say, mtaka yote hukosa yote. Yeah, if you want everything, you're going to lose everything. Because by the time you're here and you bought token Z, and then you hear token Y is launched, you're going to sell this one no matter what the price is. So when you sell it low, you'll have already lost the top part, right? You run to token Y. When you hear token N is launched, you're going to get out of there. Let's say you had like $50, or let's say $100, and you invested in token Z. By the time token Y is launched, you hear the news, your token, your money here, maybe the token had gone down, let's say to now $80. You remove your $80, you'll have already lost $20. You go to token Y. The time you hear token N is launched, that one is not doing well, you withdraw it again, you come buy token N. By the time you finish buying all these tokens, your $100 will only be at, let's say, $20. So you will have lost that 80. Whereas by the time you realize that now all these things are just hype, your token Z is way up. So if you had just stay put, your token Z would have, your income that you put in token Z would have gone up really well. But because you're not focused, you are chasing all the hypes, you get distracted and you end up losing money. So you really have to let us pick utility over hype. Back to you, Queen Debbie.
Thank you so much, Queen Val. I really like it when you say it, when you're chasing coins, you end up left without anything, nothing, because you are busy chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing rather than be stable. Just be stable. Stay patient. Just have patience. It's all about patience at the end of the day. And also, I really want to emphasize on what Queen Bao has said. Why we are actually shilling Buran, because it's one of the token that is outstanding out there. So when you are in this token and when you are an investor in this token, you are in a good treat. You are in it for a good treat. Stay focused and have patience. Stay focused and have patience. Forget about what is happening out there. There's nothing out there. Just remain focused and be patient. So yeah, we are going for the third segment, which is going to talk about mastering our wallet game. Your keys, your wallet, or your power. Uh, you know, when you are doing cryptocurrency, or when you're choosing an asset, right? You need to master how to have your own personal wallet, your own that is going to be yours, right? Because these wallets are mystery, at the end of the day. If you do not have your own personal wallet, if somebody is taking care of your wallet, it means there's something that is wrong about that. So if I was going to invest today, I was going to protect my own wealthy, if I was going to to restart my journey again with cryptocurrency, I will be very, very smart, especially in this 2025, because the scammers are so sophisticated nowadays, because they now have tactics. They know what to do than 2020. It was, is it what, 2021 day, right? So we need to be more secured also and more intelligent also, as they are also advancing in their tactics of how they are now scamming people. So what would I do if I was going to restart? I was going to do three things today. So if you are here for the first time, maybe you are here, you're going to listen to this later, and you are going to be entering into crypto for the first time. First of all, get yourself a self custody wallet, which is MetaMask, Trust Wallet, where you're going to keep your what? Your your tokens, not to leave your tokens in exchanges. Exchanges are not self custody, because the exchange if you put your money in exchange, the money belongs to the exchange, because you rely on them when they are giving you security passwords, when they are giving you codes, all those things, the code that comes to your email for you to withdraw, you rely on them. What if one day they don't bring that code? What happened? You're not going to be able to withdraw your money. So you're not going to be able to withdraw your money. At the end of the day, you are stuck. So we don't want you to be stuck. We want you to be independent when it comes to your money. So at the end of the day, we tell you, once you want to have your own asset, get yourself a self-custody wallet. So write down the second one, write down the phrases, those 12 phrases. Some they have 24, but usually the Trust Wallet and MetaMask, they are usually 12. Write down those phrases. Don't store them in any digital format. If I mean any digital format, is anything that is online, or anything that you take with your phone, screenshot, or take a picture with your phone. That is not allowed. Store them somewhere that is safe. Usually I tell people, store them where there is your certificates, where there is your birth certificates, where is your children's certificate, all those important documents, where you keep your important documents. That's where you're going to keep what? Your phrases. The third one, learn how to use hardware wallets like Ledger for long-term holdings. Those who are going to be holding Buran for a long time because you want the USDC. You don't want to be selling tokens. You want to just be earning your USDC rewards. You need to have hardware wallets. This will help you to keep your tokens very safe offline. Also, you only use it when you want to transact online, not offline. So these are things that you need to consider. 3 things that you need to consider when you are getting started on Buran or anyway when you're doing cryptocurrency, right? So rule number 1: not your key, not your wallet, and also not your cryptocurrency. If, as I explained, if your money is in an exchange, right? If that exchange goes down, your money is gone because they can't give you back the money. There's a certain exchange that I used a long time ago in Val, because we are online. I'm not going to call the name, but this exchange closed their exchange for 2 months. And when they came back, they said, we have been hacked and we lost that money. We are going to compensate. Until today, nothing. I haven't received my money. So same applies. If you put your money in any exchange, they can just, things happen. They can just tell you that you have been hacked. So what happened? This happened and that happened. Maybe they cannot even pay the the fees for them to be their website or their site online, and they decide to go. What happens? No one will explain anything to you. The website will just go, and you lose your token. So the advantage of having your own self-custody wallet is, it's for you not to be to have to go through all these things, to face all these things, all this we lost this, we have been hacked, we have been done this and all that, and your funds are gone. And they don't tell you anything else. They'll tell you, we don't have money, the funds were taken out, and nothing you can do about that. So you need to control your own wallet and also have your own keys. Once you have your own keys, controlling your own keys, know that that wallet is yours. And on this, I'll also add, there are people who tell you open a certain wallet and they tell you to send them those 12 words. They are not supposed to be sent to anyone. This belongs to you, maybe with your next of kin or with anyone you trust in the family, that who can be in charge of your wallet you are not available, right? So whenever you hear somebody telling you, send us this, send us that, be aware, be warned. There's a problem there. So you need to learn how to use multiple wallets, right? So by doing so, there are people who want to invest as a holder. Sometimes there are people who want to invest for their children, for their sisters, for their brothers, for their all that. So you need to know how to do that, how to separate your personal one or your company one or your children's one, how to do that for one to be trading and to be staking also for the storage, right? So that you know how to come out of this one and use another one. So these are things that you also need to understand how to use as a BRL holder. Your staking rewards goes into your wallet. You need to understand how to use your wallet also, and you are the ones who are supposed to know, because you know which wallet you are going to be receiving from this one, and you also you need to know how to switch those wallets. For instance, someone have 5 or 6 wallets. You need to know how to switch to the wallets that you need to be using on that particular time. So understanding the wallet, it's not optional. It's essential, because it's your wallet, it's your bank. That's your bank. As much as you understand how to operate your banking systems, our banking sector, as much as you understand that, you also need to understand how to operate a wallet. Because now this is the bank that is in your phone. There is no more a tailor. There is no more a safeguard that will be on your doors telling you, okay, ma'am, go and take the deposit slip there, go and take the withdrawal slip there. Now you need to understand how to operate your wallet on your own. because this is you operating a bank but on your own. No people, no one is going to be assisting you in this particular bank. There will be no one. It's you and your bank. So you need to know how to operate. As I said, understanding your wallets is no longer optional, it's essential. You need to understand how to operate. So if you are watching here and thinking, no, I do not even want to start with the wallets, I'll relax, I'll wait until everything is happening, or you say, but today I'll watch a tutorial of what is gonna how to do it. But we are here teaching you how to do it. Get to ask questions, practice, because the market will heat up. What will you do? You are standing. If today things happen, what do? You need to understand how to operate and how, especially basics. You need to understand the basics, not the all the jargons. You need to understand the basics. You don't need to stay there and sit there. You don't understand anything. We just come in here on Zoom. I want to listen to Debbie. I want to listen to Val, but you're not taking action. You're not learning. You are not asking questions. Okay, Queen Val, how can I do this? Okay, Queen Debbie, how can I do this? All these things, they're very, very important for you to be able to what? To learn, because there's a time whereby Queen Val will not be available, Queen Debbie will not be available. What will you do? Take advantage now. Take advantage of us now and get to learn. Let's learn together. We came here in this industry not knowing what to do. We didn't know what to do, but here we are. We are here teaching you how to do it. Time flies. Time flies, and you need to learn as soon as you can. You need to learn as soon as you can. War lists, we still have you. War lists, you are going to still uh having access to Kinval, access to me. Me myself, I also want to go to a vacation, whereby I'm not going to be online. So if you don't take advantage of this time, you know, we will end up not seeing each other. So yeah, learn to ask questions. Leave your comments in the section. We will read about it. We will tell you what to do and all that. So back to you, my queen.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. You really said it so well. What people don't realize is this, the security of your wallet fully depends on you. Just because Queen Debbie helps you to buy, or I help you to buy, or you come here on Zoom and we assist you, it doesn't mean that we'll now be babysitting you and be telling you all. If you click on, because these tokens, you're going to store them on your phone or on your device, and whatever you interact with, nobody can see. It's only you who knows. So maybe, for example, you click on any link and then your tokens just disappear, because that is how it happens. You're really going to feel so bad. So the security of your wallet is totally up to you. So you really have to make sure that your wallet is secure, and you also know how to use this, right? So I'm going to go to our next and last topic, and this is now, we have talked about everything. I think when Debbie is having trouble with her network, just pardon her. So we've talked about everything, and it will not be uh, okay if we don't tell you uh what, like, for example, the beginners, they really know. Because if you're watching us right now, or maybe you're listening to this, you really want to know, okay, Val, I've heard what you've said. I'm supposed to get education. Yes, I'm supposed to get to know my wallet. I'm supposed to know how to operate it. Now what next? I want to buy a token. Which token should I buy? I'm telling you today, you have to get yourself BRL. Why? BRL is a smart starting point, especially this time, because let's just be real for a moment. A lot of people are waking up late in the bull cycle, because a lot of tokens, the tokens that or rather we know, they're already expensive at this point. You can't really, they don't have a good entry point. I mean, for the people who can afford it, they can buy. It's not bad. But BRL gives you a chance to enter early while the value is still low. And apart from that, the rewards are also there, you know. So why BRL? BRL is designed to reward holders, not just traders, because like we say, by now you should really know that we are here for the long term. We are not just here for hype and all that, and we are about financial freedom, we are about sustainability, we are about efficiency, and these are things that take time to realize. You can't just know that something is stable or sustainable in 2 weeks. You can't, you know. So BRL is designed to reward holders, not just traders. We know we've talked about trading, trading versus holding, and we realize that traders, the people who hold short term, you know. And you see, for you to for you to get USDC rewards, you have to hold your BRLs. That is the first thing, because, like we said, it rewards holders. Because there is no way you're going to get USDC rewards if you don't have BRL token. So that is why I'm saying BRL rewards holders. Another thing, BRL offers USDC as staking rewards. That is passive income in a stable coin. We know that USDC is a stable coin because it doesn't swing, it doesn't go up, it doesn't go down. Another thing why I would really suggest you as a beginner to buy BRL token is because it's a community-driven project, with a mission to create financial freedom. We've talked about this. We are here for financial freedom, not just make money quick schemes, especially just for everybody. If you're holding BRL, then you know that BRL is something that you can use to achieve financial freedom. Plus BRL, it's not a get rich quick project. It's a wealth building ecosystem. You remember how we talked about um, a real ecosystem, a project that you invest in. It has to have a real ecosystem, it has to have a community, and it has to reward you while you're holding it. That is a perfect definition of bull run token, right? So you buy your tokens, you stake them, and then you wait to earn your rewards. And in time, you will use the same earnings to buy back BRL, to buy whatever you want, land, pay bills, name them, invest further, all without selling your main tokens. We are so used to to when somebody says compounding, you have to remove your initial investment, the one you invested, without taking so you have to get the profits and leave your initial investment. So for example, if I bought beer and it didn't have a staking platform, maybe let's say I used $1,000 and now I have 3K, I would take the 2K, and I invested 1K and now I have 3K. So I'll take 2K, right? I'll leave my 1K there because that is what I invested. So I'll take 2K, and out of the 2K, I'll use 1K for my own personal use, and the other 1K I'll use it to reinvest. That is how compounding works. But what if I told you that for BRL, you won't even have to take your 2K? You just leave it there. You all the if you invested 1K and now you have 3K, you don't have to withdraw the profits or whatever you want to withdraw. The only thing you'll have to do is claim your rewards, and after you've claimed your rewards, and that is what you'll use. For example, if you have 1,000 BRL tokens and the volume is at 10 million per day, you'll be earning $70 per day. If you do that, let's say 70 times 30, that's 2,100. So when you invested 1,000, right, and now you have 3K, the 3K is there plus the 2,100 monthly. So what you'll need to do, you'll just have to claim your 2,100, and you can use it. If you like, you can use it to buy chips, I don't know, whatever you want, but you will not have touched your BRLs. You'll not have touched the money that your investment has given you. So that is what I mean by you won't have to sell your BRLs to benefit from them. All these you'll do without selling your main tokens. So it's perfect for beginners because, excuse me, because it's affordable to enter. Let's be honest. Let's see, where is BRL today? Just give me a minute. I want to see where we are today. Sorry, it's loading. I just want to check the price of BRL in real time. I don't want to give you stories. I want to give you the real price. So BRL today is at $3.12. You know, if you have let's just say $2,000. 2,000 divided by 3.12, you'll be able to get around 600 tokens or 570 or 90 tokens, right? That is still cheap. But what if there's another token that, no, so let's say for example BRL goes to $10, yeah, you'll only be able to get less than 200 tokens. So BRL is perfect because it's still affordable. It's still affordable to enter. You know, it still has a good entry point. It is really simple to use. Those of you who have bought Bulna token, even if I was guiding you or Pindebi was guiding you on Zoom, you saw that it is very, very easy to buy. Staking is very easy. There is no point that you are told to surrender your tokens to somebody else, or it wasn't a difficult process. The only challenge you might have had is because it was your first time doing it, right? But like we said, once you put your money somewhere, you have to invest in it also. You have to go out and seek knowledge and be educated, right? Another thing, it's built to empower people with small capital to get started, because like we said, you really just have to, what you have to do is just start even small. No matter how much you have, $100 here, 200, 300, 5K, just start with the amount that you have. Yeah. So if I was starting my crypto journey today, I'll just go to BRL, because I now have known, like we said, you first have to be educated. You really have to check utility. You have to know how to use your wallet, and then if you're somebody who follows protocol, then you now invest, right? But if you really, really, really want to invest, you just invest, and then you do your you do your research later. But I'm not encouraging you to do that. Yeah. So that is what we arranged for you, our viewers, today, right? So just start small. Even with $100, start small and buy BRL. Stake, like we said. If you don't stake, remember, for you to start earning these rewards, when they will go off at that time, you have to have staked. You have to stake your tokens. If you don't stake your tokens, then you'll not earn USDC rewards. Welcome back, Queen Debbie. Right?
Thank
When you
you.
when you when you start receiving a USDC rewards, make sure to reinvest your USDC rewards, because sometimes, like we said, for example, if you're supposed to get $70 in a day, you won't just wake up to $70. It has to start counting the APR. You have to start counting from the lowest of the cents to whatever amount that you're supposed to get per day. So in the early days, you won't just receive the big amount, because the volume builds up as people are buying. So once you start receiving these rewards, the best thing to do, even per day, is just accumulate. At the end of the month, whatever you've accumulated, use it to buy back barrel. Because remember, if you bought, let's say for example, you have 1,000 Buran tokens and you have been reinvesting your USDC rewards, by the time you're done, you won't be having the same 1,000, because remember, you've been reinvesting. So you also won't be receiving the $70 per day, because now you will be having more than 1,000 tokens. because you have been compounding, you've been reinvesting. So you'll be earning even more, because the more BRL tokens you have, the more USDC you have. The higher the volume, the higher the USDC rewards. So let us really get that. Don't sell your BRLs, let it multiply, because that's what we are doing. That's what we are doing here. You know what that even leave alone Queen Debbie and Val, the wealthy people, that is what they do. That is what they do. They hold their assets, because I don't believe the people who became rich in crypto, they I don't believe that they just sold their tokens overnight. They had to hold for them to achieve whatever amount they're holding right now, and also don't panic sell. Don't panic whenever you see the token dropping down a little bit. You start panic, say, oh my god, I'm going to lose, and then you sell. Now you'll be selling even at a loss. Instead, that is the opportunity for you to buy more, because you'll now be getting it even cheaper at a discount. So if you ever see, we call it the dip, if you ever see people selling their tokens, people when people become fearful, you have to become greedy. Pick more, get more, get more, get more. Yeah. So that is what we arranged for you today. So Queen Debbie, you want to say something before we get to the comments?
Yeah, no, I think you have covered everything. I'm sorry for that. My network just dropped down. I'm sorry for that. So I think we can just go to the comment section. As we are saying, I really like the last statement that you said, Queen Bao, about panic selling, and this is happening. Before we get into crypto, before I became knowledgeable about cryptocurrency, there were some wallets that were holding a lot of cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. These were dormant for years, I think for 14 to 15 years now, since Bitcoin was launched, which started to move money this year. And this 16 years. Bitcoin went down, went up, went down, went up. They were not up, they were not moving their money. They were just there. The money was there. They were not looking at the price. I think they had a target. Now they're now moving money from those wallets, whereby people thought these wallets nobody knows the key and knows what, but now they are moving money. So I think it made me understand, when you want to make money in cryptocurrency, you don't have to wait for 2 months. Sometimes it takes years. Sometimes it takes months. Some depends on how much you want. So I just want to emphasize on what our queen has said. Do not sell your money with your tokens because of panic. Some of us, we want money that is going to change the rest of our whole generation. But how do you get there? Let's be patient. It takes patience for you to make money in this crypto industry. So you need to make efforts for you to stay calm in this particular chaos that is happening in the market. Stay calm, stay patient, know where you are going, understand the future that is already put in place with the kind of ecosystem that you are. We have a long term benefit with BRL token. Imagine, as we attract a lot of, now we don't have people in our ecosystem, right? We are going to attract a lot of people, a lot, and whereby the more these people are coming, this is where our ecosystem is going. The more they are coming, the more the USDC we are collecting, the more the USDC we are collecting. So you are not here for the short term, we are here for the longest. This longest, we want the USDC for the longest, as we also be compounding, as our queen was talking about compounding. So let's take action and stay focused, on what is the goal. Stay focused on the goal. So thank you. Back to you, my queen. You can go ahead with the comment section.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. Thank you so much. I see queens here. Even kings, I see kings here. Queen Grace is saying, looking forward to hearing this smart way to start crypto in 2025. Thank you in advance, Val and Debbie. Thank you in advance, Val and Debbie. Thank you so much, Queen Grace, for that comment. We hope that it was everything you hoped for and more. I see Mr. Steve is saying, another Wednesday is upon us, Buran community. This means we are about to be informed, educated, and inspired by our amazing queens, Debbie and Val. Thank you, queens, for hosting yet another great session. Thank you so much, Mr. Steve, for always supporting us and being our greatest cheerleader here. We really appreciate you. Queen Beatrice is saying, hello, community. We here once more to be educated, informed, and inspired by our very own queens. Thank you, Queen Val and Queen Debbie, ready and waiting. Thank you so much, Queen Beatrice. We hope that this session was everything you hoped for and more. Queen Virginia is saying, hello, community, waiting to learn more. Thank you so much, Queen Virginia. We hope that you are able to learn. Queen Tabitha Ngugi is saying, hello community, these are sessions you don't want to miss. Every day is a learning day. Absolutely, absolutely, Queen Tabitha. We learn every day, and you know, you can't say that now you know it all. We get to learn every day. Queen Cynthia is saying, greetings, Buran women. It is important that you do research before investing in crypto. It allows you to prepare well and avoid pitfalls. Thanks for this session. Absolutely well said, Queen Cynthia. You really have to do your research before you get into something. You know, even as we are telling you to invest in BRL, it's a very good project, but you have to do your own part. You have to do your part. Queen Debbie and myself have already done our part, and we've all King Steve and Queen Mother, they're also doing their part. So as an investor, you have to do your part. Okay. Queen D is saying, wow, queens, another golden opportunity to be educated, informed, and inspired. Buran life ecosystem. We are in crypto by information, not assumption. Absolutely, 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 Queen D. If I'm not wrong, this queen here is a Kenyan queen, and the last statement just reminded me of our session that we had on Saturday, and that statement was made. You have to be in crypto by knowledge, not assumption. Thank you so much, Queen D, for reminding us that. We are so grateful, and I believe she's the one who said that. Thank you so much. Queen Cynthia Hunja is saying, thanks, Queen Val and Debbie, for this great content. Thank you so much, Queen Cynthia, for tuning in. We hope that you learned a lot through this session. And King WPR is saying, this year of 2025 will be the year of BRL and Bullrun ecosystem. Absolutely. And he goes ahead and says something special is about to happen to the investors of BRL, Killerwell, and Survivor. It will be a life-changing moment. Absolutely, absolutely, King WPR, you said it well. We don't even want to add anything there. So if you have BRL, Survivor, and Killerwell, embrace, brace for the moment that is about to happen here. So Queen Luisa Kalenga is saying, Wednesday greetings, dear queens. What a wonderful start in 2025. Let's invest time in education. Thank you, Queen Val and Queen Debbie, for your continued sessions every Wednesday. Join and experience 2025. Absolutely, Queen Luisa. Thank you so much for your wonderful comment. We hope that you got to learn more. Sorry. King Abdullahi is saying, warm greetings to you all. Excited to dive in, learn, and grow with all of you. Thank you so much, King Abdullahi. We hope that you learned a lot during this session. Queen Virginia again, she's saying, thanks Queen Val and Debbie for educating all. I wish people out here can listen and understand Buran ecosystem. Absolutely, my queen, absolutely. Sometimes you just want everybody, especially the people you know, to grasp the content, to get the vision. But fortunately or unfortunately, we all have to do our parts. You know, the most we can do is inspire one another, educate one another, and tell each other about this great opportunity. But it's upon them to act on it. So we're just hoping that they won't take long to act, because the bull cycle, when it comes, it won't wait for anybody. You'll just sit there and say, oh my God, I was here in this session, I watched this, I wished I listened. Please don't be the one to say those remarks then. We want you to say, oh yes, I was in this session, I listened, I watched, and look at me now, I took action and I'm enjoying my fruits. So let us be that kind. Queen D is saying, she's asking a question. She's saying, by the way, at what market cap are the USDC rewards likely to start? So, like I said, the USDC rewards, they depend on the volume. Once you see the volume coming in like crazy, and I would say it, let me round it off to the bull cycle. During the bull cycle, because during the bull cycle, that is when we'll be having a lot of volume, because during the bull cycle, people buy a lot. And when people buy, that means volume. So during the bull cycle, my Queen D, Dinah, don't worry, this is going to kick off during the bull cycle. So just brace yourself, like we said, like we said already. Yeah, so I think that was all from our comments. And before I give it back to Queen Debbie to round it up for us, I just want us to I want to leave you with one statement that says, in crypto, wealth isn't made from buying and selling fast. No, it's not. It is made from holding the right asset and letting time do the work. So if you're in crypto here to get rich quickly, you're in the wrong place. You know, when you were at that session, Queen Debbie and our dear viewers and listeners, Queen Cynthia talked about something, and she said clearly and boldly. She said, if you're in this ecosystem to make quick money, you're wasting your time, because it's not going to happen. Yeah, you can make money, yes, but it's not going to be life changing. And why the reason why we are in this ecosystem is to make life changing money. I mean, maybe that $1,000 is life changing for you. I don't know, but for Queen Baby and myself, it's not life changing. So I know, I even know King Abdullahi and Queen D and King WPR and everybody else, Queen Luisa, Queen Hunja, everybody else here. We all want life changing money. So if you're looking at your wallet and you're not satisfied, it's a sign for you to keep on holding. And why sell now if you could make more? I mean, you know. So in crypto, wealth isn't made from buying and selling fast. It's made from holding the right assets and letting time do the work for you. So if you thought that you're going to come here and leave time outside the door, please just go back for it and pick it and make it your partner. And embrace time, because it's all that we have. It's the bridge between you and becoming rich. Just go and take it and embrace it. Yeah, back to you, Queen Debbie.
Wow. Yeah, thank you so much, Queen. I think some people really wanted to hear that. They need to take their time back. So it's so amazing. Thank you so much, Queen Val. And thank you to those who tuned in today. We appreciate you. We see you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the kings that are supporting us. King WPR, King Abdullahi, and other kings that I've seen. Thank you so much for supporting us. To the kings, the queens, you're always our number one. Thank you so much for supporting. Also, our own Dev, thank you so much, King Steve, for supporting us. Thank you very much. We love you. I just want to say, remember, you are not here to walk alone in this journey. We are building a community, right? So this community is for everyone. The Buran community has prepared a place for us to come, because we believe cryptocurrency should not just be for the elite. It should be for the prepared. Are you prepared? Buran community is a prepared community, whereby you have people who are going to help you to understand the ecosystem, who are going to help you to just stand from where you are, from zero to knowledge. So we thank you, and we want to say let's walk the journey together as we walk this journey to success. And we shall say success is all we know. Success is all we know. So at the end of the
Success.
day, is all we know. Success is all we know, queens and kings. So stay tuned for our next and our next Wednesday. Also, tomorrow we have a session with our dev. So stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. Thank you so much for today. That was a very, very amazing session. Thank you so much. Back to you, my queen.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, for today. It was so amazing, and we hope that our community members and everybody that is watching this as a record now or this as a video now is going to make this bold step. Because remember, you achieving the financial freedom that you need, it's you just have to take that bold step. You know, crypto is doing wonders. People are becoming rich through crypto, but you have to go out and seek it. It won't come on your laps. You have to just it won't come to you. You have to go out and make that bold step. And also remember, you don't have to walk this journey alone. We are always here. We've built a whole community around Bull and Life Bedel because we believe crypto, crypto shouldn't just be for the people who are up there or the elite. It should be for the prepared, you know. So if you're thinking that just by doing nothing you can't achieve something if you don't work for it, so there is more to just buying and holding. There is more to just buying and holding your tokens. You have to go out there and learn. You have to be educated. You have to learn your way around your wallet. Everything you have to do. So let us really, if you have invested, make time and be add more. If you can add more, because it can never be enough. It can never be enough, Queen Debbie, I see one comment here. Queen Mother Caroline is saying, great job, Queen Val and Queen Debbie. Education is so important. Success is all we know. Absolutely. And that we close this session. Thank you so much, Queen Mother Caroline, for giving us that outro. That was a powerful statement. Success is all we know. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you all so much for your comments, for the support. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Queen Debbie, for always being here for us to educate the community together. And to all of you who are going to watch us later on, thank you for watching this video. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Right. So until next Wednesday, bye. No, no. Tomorrow we have a session with our developer, Mr. Steve. So see you tomorrow, and see you on the chats, and see you on Twitter, just everywhere that we'll meet. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, family. Thank you for tuning in.